I spent 7 years building a learning system. I call it the Perrio system. It stands for priming, encoding, reference, retrieval,
interleaving and overlearning, and I'm gonna be using Perrio method. Only have 12 days left. It's a lot. Otherwise, how will I be? It was already Tuesday, 4 days before my exam. Ignored my studies for that, and also other events. I have paper 7 formative, which is reproductive system, and guess what, I really love reproductive system because it's really fun to make double meaning jokes. This sounds so bad, but I really only have like 12 days left till my exam, so I am going to be using that Perrio method.
retrieval, and overlearning.
The last step is overlearning. I hope I can get to that. I will say encoding is my best suit. What is that? Best suit. And this retrieval thing is fucking me over, like the obstacle in my way. I also think I have good memory, but this feels like I am praising myself a lot, which is not a good thing to do. But I'm just thinking about my strength and weaknesses. My strength, good encoding, good memorization because I have good encoding, and weaknesses, I don't revise things a lot and I tend to get a bit more overconfident. My mom is telling me that, so I have to focus on that too. Today, Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, March 36. At 12:37 p.m. I have decided to focus on my studies properly, and I'm gonna be using Perrio method to see how it turns out, I even have to see if I work on these weaknesses I am talking about alongside working on my strengths, I can improve. Or these perceived weaknesses that I am talking about are just this much of a problem, and maybe there is any unseen problem which, if I can work on, will help me improve, and these weaknesses are not that big of a deal. Or maybe the problem is that my strengths are not strong enough. I don't know. It can be anything, but I'm trying to figure it out. Otherwise, how will I be a grandma and teach the wisdom if I have not received the wisdom from myself? Just now I primed, which is the P of Perrio. So what I do in the priming is I just look at the subject matter from a distant lens. So I'm gonna show you what I just did. I'm studying this part. I'm writing from mole. I'm looking at the topics and I'm looking at the pictures, and I just look at the bold things like in this form. Where is the bold thing? Oh yeah, here is this bold thing. I read that and I read what's in here down the figure and what the picture looks like. I try to find what is described here and try to see on the picture so I can get what the big picture is. Plus enlargement. These things are the villi and they are a bit enlarged. From class I remember it doesn't have chorionic villi, so it has only these tissues. That's what I have completed in priming. I just finished priming and it's already 1 p.m. so I have to continue this later time. I have just primed. Fuck my life. But I'm gonna complete it again. It's not that much of a bulky topic, and from 4 to 5 I'm gonna edit, and after that I'm gonna study. So see you later. I'm like, hey, what's up, hello. So this is the hairstyle that's going on my head right now. All your clip was on March 26. So what I did some studying that day. I didn't really film because I could not explain it, and I thought I could always explain to you guys a bit later. That was on Wednesday. And on Thursday I studied in the morning, but evening I went to birthday party of my friend. No time to study that day. On Friday, I went home. I also had to get my blood checked, so today was not the vibe because I came late. I slept at 11 like on the night of Thursday, so I naturally wake up late on Friday. Now studying in the morning, I had to go home, and there was a strike type of thing. It's called Zulus. So I had to take alternative ways. I had to change 4 vehicles to get to home, and I was really tired and I had a video to upload, so I didn't get to study that day. And Saturday I came back, then I was again not finished editing and did all of that on Saturday. So yesterday, which is Sunday, in the morning I completed the video. I studied in a class, and after I came back I got to uploading. In conclusion, what I'm saying is I had a video to post and I completely ignored my studies for that, and also other events. Today is holiday of Eid. Guess we have to study a lot today. Perfect time for me because coming Saturday is Chaitya and I wanna go home if I can. I really wanna go home, and if I wanna go home, I have to sacrifice 4 hours travel, 2 hours extra for relaxing, resetting in it. So there's gonna go time in that, and it's vulnerable time period because it's the holiday before the exam. So if I were not to be home on Saturday, I could really cram. Like I could study a lot if I am not going to travel, but I want to travel. And to celebrate Saturday, that's also 1 extra hour. And ooh, I am gonna be busy with things other than studying before the day of exam. Really should not leave things I have not studied to the last minute because I know I'm gonna ignore it at last minute. I'm gonna really focus on that thing that I have not studied a lot, and I will ignore the thing I have already studied, and I will not, like revise, and it's gonna fuck me up.
Look at y'all looking ass niggas, stop.
I really have to cram today, and I also have practicals to do. It's all gonna be today, and I also have to take a bath, and I also have to do a little shopping type thing. Guess we're gonna see what I'm gonna do today because I am really stressing myself out with the things I have to do, and I woke up late today. I woke up in time, but I stayed in bed a lot. But that's the past right now, and I still have time. It's only 9:15 a.m. right now, and I have got a lot of time to complete what I have put mind to. So I wanna study patho today. Okay, let's look at the syllabus. I'm so fucked. But I still am not because I was studying a bit. Like, I'm not completely new to the topic. I have like dabbled in some topic before, so I think it would be helpful to show you guys. No, I have made like syllabus list, and I'm just checking it out. It's a lot. Pathology, trophoblastic tumors. I studied this one. Yeah. Okay, I remember what I was taught. So I'm gonna write the topics. I think this is gonna be on time lapse. I think there is a problem with my charger. This is so satisfying now. Oh my god, why are you stabbing it? Okay. I hope this works. Yeah, it works. Let's review how much we have. Oh my god. So, this much work we have. And this is the progress I made. 33.1% I have not started on at all, and 60% I have encoded, and 4% I have made a mind map of, and 14% I have primed, like partially studied. So this 40% I have to tackle still, and I have to make all of these into mind map up to overlearning. So let's get there. It's my goal to get there. So this much I have to finish today. If I finish this much, I am really happy. This. So there are 3 songs that is gonna be today, and I wanna start with ovarian. Yeah, let's start with ovarian tumor. Okay, I'm gonna show you my robins. You wanna see my robins? This is my robins, and it's part 2. And I have made like cute little bookmarks like this, so I can easily reach and I don't have to search for the pages every time. So where was it? I think I'm gonna show from here. So this one was gestational, and I have highlighted and everything. This looks so colorful, but this took a lot of time to complete because I was comparing a lot. And so yeah, this is the mind map I made. Oh, don't hang, please don't hang. Yeah, I knew I was gonna do that. Please work, please work, please work. Can you work?
Get your fucking ass up and work.
Can you work? So this is the mind map I made, and I'm gonna be truthful, this was not like the mind map I had in my mind. Dustin song tells that we should put what is in our mind on the paper. I tried to do it. Okay, this highlight mole part, it's pretty flowy. I feel like I have good encoding in my brain, so this mind map is good. Look at here, invasive mode. This was a really little topic, so I guess it's okay. I do have the concept. And malignant neoplasm. Not that high level of concept, but in book also it was a very little topic. I think the main thing to have concept was on this hydrated mole, and if you have concept on this, then this part become more apparent. So you can see how my mind has worked over here, and this is the thing. And I am really embarrassed to say that from starting to study to mind map, it took 3 hours, and that's the main problem I have. Like, my encoding was not good enough to make a mind map of my map really quickly, and I focused a bit more on aesthetics, so that's also another point. Yeah, that's all I think. So I'm going to start studying for ovarian cancer. Locking, it's locking. Okay, I'm gonna start to play ambient sounds in my ear, and I'm gonna fucking study now. So I'm done with the priming. I just studied about serous adenoma, serous tumors and mucinous tumors of ovary, and I think while the ma'am was teaching it that the difference between these two is quite important, and also there is gross specimen of this thing. So I think it is an important topic because ovarian tumors. So now I'm gonna encode. so saturated. And it's already 12:21, so I think I'm gonna go shopping. So now it's evening, 6:30 to be exact. I've been doing my thing, took a bath and everything, and now I'm gonna study, and I have to study a lot of things. I don't have time. Let's not rush into things. I really needed today as a break. I look really dark. Now I'm gonna study. My footage yesterday got corrupted or lost. I don't know, the format was not opening, so just believe I completed something. Okay. I just completed serous tumors and mucinous tumors, and I'm gonna revise it a bit. Or should I do this? No, I'm gonna finish a bit of this one so that I can compare. Yeah. Done with studying all the ovarian tumors, so now I'm gonna highlight the important things, and it's also a revision type for me, and I can again compare the two, compare everything in between themselves, and then I will make a simple mind map. Yeah, just for 25 minutes. I can't exceed 25 minutes, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm finally done with studying for this, and now I'm gonna make a simple mind map. I'm running out of time. It's already 8:12 a.m. So I'm gonna show you how much I have studied. So this all I have studied. This, and these were skips, and from here I've studied up to here. These seem so little, but it is jam-packed with information and a lot of information to be remembered, so it takes a lot of time to study these. That's all. But I think I'm gonna take a bit of break.
I can do it if you think you really like that. You should run, baby, run. All I know is this should be no reason.
So it's April 3rd, and today is Thursday, and I have exam on Sunday 9 a.m. and I have only completed half of patho doing this encoding and mind map thing, and I just went back to the original video of Perrio of Justin song, and he was like the P for priming, E encoding, R for referral, where we have to write extra stuff which don't fit in the mind map elsewhere, and that thought brought so much anxiety for me because I only have 3 days left now, and I'm obviously not gonna finish all of this syllabus if I keep doing Perrio system all over again, because this referral part is gonna take a lot of time. I feel like this system is not applicable just 1 week before exam when you have to cover this much topic of the syllabus. I would be fine just encoding only and doing occasional mind maps, but if I wanna do that referral retrieval, I guess mind map is retrieval for me. Interleaving, is that whatever that term is? I think I would look at my past question and see if there is anything extra that I should look out for, the corpus concept or what. Otherwise, I'm not gonna bother doing that. And for referral portion, I'm gonna just depend only for right now on the highlights I have done on my book. Just in case I have to refer back to it, then I can read that for now. And I don't know if this video is gonna be limited only up to my paper, but I guess I will see the effects, a minor effect of what this thing does to a topic or what. I don't think I'm doing this right. Oh my god, I don't think I'm doing this right. I don't know what is happening. I don't think I'm doing this correctly enough. Like encoding part, I have got it right, because the thing with learning is you have to remember what you have learned, you have to understand the topic deeply, and you have to be able to apply the knowledge. And my encoding is good enough that I can do all three of that. The problem I have is with revision. My thing is, if I don't get through whatever there is in the syllabus topic, how the hell I'm gonna do good in exam? Like, the time is not sufficient enough for me to try a really not so new thing for me. But after encoding everything I have not done, I have done priming, I have done encoding, and I have done mind map, which I guess is retrieval plus encoding, but I have not done that reference part. I just depend on my book, which I'm gonna study later, which I guess is not good because I am not putting that in flashcards and reading them again and again. I just leave it on my book, and when the exam comes, I am just turning the pages of my book to read over everything, which I don't think is good. I don't know what I'm gonna do. The time is not enough, and I wasted so much of my time. This is the anxiety. This is anxiety talking. I don't think I am this person talking. Also, I wanted to go home, so I am really stressed out. So what I'm gonna do, I will try to do everything for, okay, don't come for me at the reference part. I will, okay, I promise I will do another for my paper 8 from the first thing. Like, right after this paper 7 ends, I'm gonna work on my paper 8 with all this Perrio system, but for now I don't have time to do this. I'm gonna do really bad in my exam if I don't complete the topics, but I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna apply Perrio system as much as I can, and I will see the results. Okay, no need to fret, everything is under control. It's just my anxiety talking. Everything is under control. Everything is under control. I have studied this topic once, only this patho topic. Unknown topic I'm looking at, and they are taking a lot of time, and I also have slides from teachers which I can study anytime, and I don't have to be dependent on this bulky book to study all of it. Yeah, okay, I don't know where I am going with this, but I think I have a plan. Yes, I do have a plan, and I think I can manage to study this. I'm gonna chunk much of my topics, and I will mind map them. Like, I can mind map anything. I can mind map. I can mind map a very broad topic, but it's not gonna be detailed, and I do have to rely on my encoding to remember everything on Sunday, which I will do. I know that much that I will do. Also, my memory is good, so look at me, just relying on my superpowers and not working on my weaknesses. Back to day 1 again, but Back to day 0 again. Day 1 I had at least tried. Now I'm just depending. I will do this Perrio system. I am committed to doing it, and I will do as much as I can and as much as time permits, but I'm not gonna ruin my paper by depending entirely on these tedious tasks. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna enjoy my coffee, and now I'm gonna study. This is midweek. Not midweek actually. But if it's Sunday, then it is midweek. No? Okay, this is midweek crisis. It's already 7:58 a.m. and instead of doing Mindmap right now, I'm gonna do some studying of acute mastitis and fibrocystic changes because that's important. And I will do a simple Mindmap at night. I think I have to do a lot of studying today because tomorrow is Friday. Oh my god. Let's hustle right now because if I right now do a Mindmap, I'm not gonna have time to look at this thing later. I'm gonna do a mind map, don't worry. I have to take a break right now. Wait, my mind is so saturated.
So I love when you call unexpected.
I cannot tell you how bad my situation was. I was there on my Thursday night. I had some personal issues going on, so I was not like studying properly. It was really stressful, and the charger of my laptop was not working. And I only had 50% charge in my laptop. And I think you remember that I said I could go to my home on Friday and study. And without my laptop, it was not gonna happen because I was not going to carry any books. I was keeping my slides to study at last because I can do that easily at home. I don't have to carry all these bulky books to my home and be like a donkey carrying all this mess. Thankfully, there was another charger of my laptop at home, so I could go back and charge my laptop. But that also meant I could not use my laptop that Thursday night and the following Friday morning because I have to save the charge of my laptop just in case I didn't find the charger in time at home. And there goes my encoding process. I could not mind map. I was really stressed out because of this problem, and there I was on Friday studying with this another charger of my laptop at home. And remember that personal issue? I had to inform my mom about it, spill the tea and all. And that took some time as well. But I am glad I did make it home because I was really out of my stress when I was at home. And after coming to hostel, I didn't really have the habit of studying at home. I always take it like my time to rest when I am at home, but that day and the following Saturday, which was Chaitadasai, I studied really well at home, really peacefully. I had exam on Sunday, but I was really peaceful. I don't know what happened there, but I studied quite focused, and it was bringing back memories of how I used to study all the time at that same table. And I'm really looking forward to studying like that again. I was so focused, I cannot tell you. I have not been that focused. Like the focus was when I am up early and the exam is in 3 hours. I was that level of focused at home, but I was not under any amount of stress. In the time when I should be stressed, I was not stressed, and that was really meditative to me. Definitely have to admit that this thing is not to be experimented with when you are just around 1 week before your exam. because you will get too lost to get the thing right. What I'm saying is you should do this prior to your exam, like when the teachers are teaching the topic and you are in the process of getting the concept slowly. You should do this method right then. You should watch his video on cramming if you want to do something 1 week before your exam, but definitely not Perrio system, because what I learned as I was going through this system is I should not be doing this at that particular time, because it was taking a lot of time and I was clearly not acquainted with what to do to be fast or quick with it. I definitely needed a lot more time to know what the next step was. At first, when I did the mind map, I had to go back to my resources and my books a lot to make a mind map, and that's not the point of mind map. I have to write in the mind map what the information as the structure in my mind. That is mind map and not blend note taken from book. And as I was doing the mind map, I figured out that my encoding is, I will not say it is bad or anything because I know it's good.
Shutting down.
Okay, stop with this. I'm just saying that every information that is in the book is not encoded in my mind, and that is the point. Like later when I watched the video again, I have to be honest with you, I was not so prepared at all going into this. I had watched the video before, but I had forgotten a lot of it, and when I went back to the video, because I was really confused, I figured out that the first R, which is referral, okay, I am really bad with this, but that first R, whatever that is, it is the process in which the information that is not quite fitting in our mind or that is not quite getting encoded structurally, we have to put that information elsewhere so that we can refer to it. I think it is called referral. And when I realized this, it was already Tuesday and my exam was on Sunday, so like 4 days before my exam. It is bad. It was really bad for me to discover that. Like it had already been a week, like nearly 4-5 days as I was carrying on with this process. And when I realized that I was doing everything wrong, and I don't know if I should blame the Perrio system or myself, but let's blame me because I was the one who didn't do the research that well. But this video is going up anyway because that's the truth, and I believe in living in my truth. So, but I did try to do it. I guess you can say I tried the pair system, timing, encoding, and referral, like half referral, because I did do mind map, but I didn't do that another portion of referral, like putting another half of information elsewhere. And retrieval, yeah, I did do retrieval a bit. Interleaving, fuck no, and overlearning. Oh my god, I really failed my goals. But now the exam is over. So aside from all this story time, what I mean in conclusion is that Perrio system failed me and I failed Perrio system. And the latter one is really prominent point over here. I failed Perrio system and I didn't really get to test it quite well. But there are some good things about the Perrio system. I just didn't do anything extra. Whatever I did, I have tried up to that much. But the only difference this time is it was documented this time. Priming, love that bitch. I love it. The important points or things you have to remember, you already know beforehand, and that's a really good plus point. Like I get the big picture first, and I think I should mind my priming also. It will help. Maybe you get the big picture first, then you get into the nitty gritty in the encoding, and you get more information. Like if I was to study straight on without priming, I don't think I would get the topic that much clear if I was to go straight in. But I think compared to that going straight in, I get a picture with bit more clarity. So I highly recommend priming. Now coming to encoding, I try to visualize everything. I think that is my encoding process, and I try to like imagine how things is going on. Every part of it, like as if it's a video of some sort, like it is actually what I'm seeing. I try to imagine it like that, and it also has to be logical in my mind, and if it's not logical I search why this is like this and not like this, and it helps to clear a lot of concepts. You can watch another videos on encoding. I feel like I'm not the qualified person to talk about this. I have not figured out this shit myself, so you can go and watch other person who have this shit figured out and go watch about encoding from them. You can watch Sustain Song, like go watch Sustain Song. I don't know why I'm promoting him that much, but I think he deserves it to have put this much of information in his videos. I like how there is only my head floating in this darkness.
What's your name, POV? So they calling you Bob?
But I'm not gonna turn the light on quite yet. It's gonna fuck the vibe, so okay. Bear with me. And another thing about encoding, combined with priming, I get the concepts extra clear, and I try to go back and compare things if they are comparable, or make some analogies if it is comparable. Like it should make sense in my head, like it should seem logical. That's the rule I follow. Like in general, if there is no logic and you are remembering things, it's just rote memorization and you are not understanding it. So I try to follow that rule. And now coming to referral, I fucked it up, so please, I'm sorry for that. Please let me redeem myself next time. And retrieval, I did that too with Mindmap, but it was half-assed because my encoding was good. I did not do referral properly, so my retrieval was shit. Coming to interleaving, I don't look at the topics with different angles. I didn't do it. I'm sorry for that, but when these curveball questions are asked in the exam, most of the time I'm able to answer it. So I think I am doing some subconscious interleaving, but I have to bring it to my consciousness. Otherwise, this subconscious interleaving is gonna fuck me up somewhere else. So I have to do that consciously. And when I don't follow the system through, I am never gonna reach overlearning. That's all. So I have some plans in my head and I'm gonna do this again. I am committed to doing this again. So I hope, or I think there is gonna be a series of me studying now, and I'm gonna do this again, just with smaller topics and not an entire paper. Yeah, let's not try to be over ambitious and let's take things slow. So I think there is gonna be a series. No, there is gonna be a series. I am committed, okay? I am committed. There is gonna be a series of me studying, and I'm gonna tell you how well this system works, what parts I am struggling. You can provide me with tips, with things I can do, or you can point out the flaws I'm making, everything. And what I gain from it, I will study, and what you will gain from it, you get to learn from my mistakes, or you get to learn what works, or you get to know whether this system is really foolproof, and whether or not you need anything else to supplement it, or whether there is something in here that is optional, not that much important. Okay, so if you want to see that, if you want to see the series, subscribe, or you can just like this video. But if you like to follow me around, subscribe. I don't like saying subscribe because it's like taking your free will, but if your free will is to subscribe to me, see you in next video. I don't know when it is gonna be. I don't know. I'm editing 1 hour per day. I don't know how far it's gonna take me, but I am only able to put that much time aside for this. Hope you understand. I know you will understand. You don't have any other choice. Okay, bye.